Can I learn another language while I'm learning English? Hello and welcome. Welcome to Input English. This question comes out of the comment section, and it's a common question I'm being asked, so let's address it. The question is, if I'm learning English, might I go ahead and start learning another language? The short answer is yes, you can. But let's analyze. We're going to look at 4 issues. Number 1, advantages. Number 2, disadvantages. Number 3, some technical issues. And number 4, recommendations, including what I am currently doing. So let's get started. What are the advantages of learning multiple languages at the same time? The first one that comes to mind is a sense of adventure. When you started learning English, it was a real chore at the very beginning, but for many of us, that chore may have been done when we were in school, because a lot of people start their journey learning English as students in school. Getting a grip on a new language when you know nothing is very difficult and can be very frustrating, but once you get a handle on how to do it, it starts becoming more and more fun. The skills that you learned while you were learning English up to this level will serve you well learning another language. It is very common for polyglots to tell us that it's easier to learn the 3rd or 4th or 5th language because they know how to learn. They know how to get the material into their brain and make it theirs. So the advantage of starting another language would be a sense of adventure, that you're doing something interesting and enjoyable. Once in a video, I saw a question posed, what is the best time to start learning a new language? The answer that was offered was years ago. And then the follow-up question is, what's the second best time to start learning a new language? And their answer was right now. So one of the advantages of starting on a new language journey while you're studying English is you get started and you get something upon which you can build for the rest of your life. So there are some advantages to learning more than one language at a time. And for me, it's the sense of adventure. It's the sense of discovery. Our second point, what would be the disadvantage? Well, we only have so much time. We are using comprehensible input to learn languages, in this case, English. In order to do that, it is going to take lots of input, lots of time, and there's no way to speed that up. Anybody watching this channel knows that there is no get fluent quick trick. No, it's hours upon hours in contact with the language, absorbing the input, absorbing the language, and getting to know that language to where it becomes yours. So if you have committed to putting several thousand hours into learning English, and then you commit to another chunk of time of substantially the same magnitude, then the question is, how do you fit all of that into one day? One can learn English by getting 30 minutes a day of input, but that is a very, very slow process, and I don't really encourage people to adopt that slow process unless it's absolutely necessary. My process for learning Spanish was a much more intensive approach And I set a goal of 3 to 3.5 hours per day of input because I wanted a very concentrated experience and a more rapid improvement in my skills. I didn't want to learn Spanish over a decade. I wanted to learn Spanish over a couple of years. Now, you are in charge of how fast you learn. This is something completely within your control. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus recommends that we identify things which are beyond our control and things which are within our control, and to focus all our efforts upon things which are within our control. So with language learning, you are in charge of how much input you get per day. You determine how consistent your efforts are. You are in charge of your behavior, and the decisions you make in this area will determine your results. So if you have taken on the task of learning English and you've set your metric of how much input you want per day, per week, per month, per year, then the question is, if you add another language, where do you get the time to do this other language? Well, you might find more discretionary time that could be used for this. We don't counsel people to neglect their job or neglect their family, no. But we all have some discretionary time, and if you have established your English learning program and you find that you have some additional discretionary time that you want to devote to another language, then that's very doable. If you are learning English, the big disadvantage of starting another language is the time. Our third point, technical issues. English is very different than any other language that you would be learning, so that studying another language in parallel with English, you're not likely to confuse the vocabulary, the pronunciation, or the grammar. They're not going to get mixed up. Now, there are language combinations where that could be a problem. For me, for instance, as a Spanish language learner, I would be very cautious about trying to learn Italian or Portuguese or perhaps even French in parallel with the Spanish because of the likely mixing of the vocabulary, the pronunciation, and the grammar. And I don't want that mixture in my head. Once the language is fairly mature in the head, then you can study similar languages. But this problem simply does not exist for people learning English. There's no language that you would be also studying that would mess up your understanding of English. Another technical topic on parallel language learning is the stage of the learning. Are you starting both languages from zero at the same time, or are you far more advanced in one compared to the other? As you know, when you start out with a new language, if you know nothing, it's hard to get a grip, and the first couple hundred hours of input can be a little frustrating. Aware of that, I would not choose to start two languages at exactly the same time from zero, because I would not want to compound the frustration of that early beginner experience. However, once your English is up to a level, for instance, that you can understand this video, then there should be no problem with frustration compounding if you add a beginner language in parallel. Our fourth point, recommendations. Each recommendation begins with the word if. If you can fit it into your schedule. If you want the sense of adventure of learning another language in parallel with English, if it is something you really want, then I would say go for it. Now, the argument against that recommendation would sound like this. If you're allocating time to this new language, wouldn't it be better to put that time into English and become more proficient in English sooner? You could argue that. So that's not for me to dictate to you. That's for you to analyze in your own situation. What's best for you is something you need to decide. In previous videos, I explained that my high school experience with language learning was with traditional learning methods, and I started learning German. But I lived in Austria for a number of months, and my level got much higher because of the tremendous amount of input that I got while living in Austria. For many years, I did nothing with that. I didn't pursue input, I didn't take classes, I didn't study German at all, but it is in the cobwebs of the brain, in the dark corners of the brain, and I would like my German to be at a much higher level, not only a higher level than it is now, but a higher level than it was when I left Austria. So now that my proficiency in Spanish is at the current level, I feel confident to go back to bring my German proficiency up, and I have started that process, of course, with comprehensible input. When I started learning German again, one of the funny side effects of that was my recognition of a very warm, comfortable feeling that I associate with Spanish now, because my level in Spanish is much higher than my level in German. So that was an interesting sensation to get from starting back to learn German. There is no one answer for everyone. If you want to expand your language learning adventure, do so. Learning two languages at the same time is doable. People do it. But you should make that decision eyes wide open. I would also suggest that you have your priorities. The priorities can change over time. They don't have to be fixed in stone, but it would be ideal to have a mental image of what is your linguistic priority. For instance, with me, Spanish. And then the other language that you are learning would take a secondary place that is a lower priority. So consider your options and make good decisions. That's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I invite comments below, and I hope you join us in future videos. See you soon.